Hello and welcome back to Omsi 2. We are in Westcountry version 3 and I'm just waiting for this game capture to work, so let me just alt tab here. Today we are in a brand new mod or extension for Westcountry version 3. It is the Express Line extension. The developer, I think called Gary something, has made some extensions for Gainsborough, then Westcountry version 3 and now Stratcher, so give us something to stream for the next while or so. There's also the update for the London 24 project, but you know, I didn't want to do that again because I'm conscious we've been doing it a lot lately, so we'll do that in the next stream. Here we are in the Bluestar V3D Phantom Optare Spectra. I was going to use the Inval 400 MC, but we've been using that a lot lately, so let's change it up. This is a bus we haven't driven in a while. Jay first, hello, good to see you here. How are you? Good to see you here. Alex, hello, hope you're doing well. Yes, indeed I am. Hope you're doing well as well. Usually don't stream on Wednesday. It's very strange streaming on a Wednesday. Now, they should be getting on because this is where the X12 goes, unless I'm in the wrong layover, which I might be. So let's start her up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to turn around. I think we're in the wrong spot, so I'm just gonna actually reverse. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I was going to use OmniNav with OmniNav, even though I clicked yes to open, it seemed to not on the open, so I'm not sure what's happened there, but basically no OmniNav. That means I think we have no route arrows for the X12 because I presume that would take too long to do, so we're just going to have to use our intuition. This is basically an amalgamation of the 12 and of the... It's basically an amalgamation of the 12 and... it's basically an amalgamation of the 12 and the 35. Yeah, so one's from Stony to Totnes, so it's actually even longer than the 35 for most of the parts. Opposite two buses and lease lane trains YT. Hey, yes, I'm good, How are you? Hope you're good as well. There's also the X36. I'm very curious what the X36 is. There's already an X35, so let's go to some sort of unique area. I presume it's X36 because the X35 is already taken. But yeah, I think this is the main one. So I think the X12 would just be featuring the 12, but this is an amalgamation. Oh, so presumably the X35 would be, you know, with 12 because well, unless they have like extra ones in the X35 when this finishes, but yeah, this starts off very early, so yeah, this is this 5:06 departure. You usually don't have express buses at 6:05 in the morning, way too early, but hey. Now, I don't even know what stops we stop at, so we stop here, Stony Water Lane, no, oh we do. So yeah, I have no idea how we're gonna figure out where we're going. I don't know the stop names off by heart, so... Oh, this goes to the hospital as well. Totnes Road. Oh, it goes to Memorial Crescent. Okay, so presumably follow the 12 and then we just follow the 35 and X35. Yeah. This shall be good. That was close. So yeah. So we will see to get 120 kilometers on this bus. I don't think they're going to be able to get past 100 of it, so you know. And we float at the speed bump. That was close, wasn't it? We're flying ahead. Flying, folks. Absolutely flying. So yeah, apologies it's been no stream. We usually stream on Mondays, but unfortunately I wasn't able to stream Monday or yesterday, so Wednesday shall do. Okay. Wednesday's a long day for me, so that's why I prefer not to stream on Wednesdays, but hey. Do we stop here? Yes, we do. Is he getting on? No, he's not. Okay. Let's work course. Yeah, the nice thing about having the mirror there on one of the buses, we can know it's easy to see if someone's getting off. I don't have to look at the dashboard. You know, be lazy like that. Jay, you have X35 at title 30E. Oh, do I? Oh, oops. See, because I chose X. Yes, this is okay. I actually chose X12 timetable. So why is X36? I'm not sure. That's mad. But yeah, because I actually chose X12, so...
Man, that's a bad
Where does this go from? This goes from the harbour. Where's the harbour? But yeah, this is basically... I think maybe it's... Oh, maybe we're going to X36. I don't know. Yeah. I presume maybe X12 is one way and X36 is the other way. Maybe X24 would be better because it's double 12. Because 36 is 3 times 12. Oh, look at that, going to the sunrise. Get the sunglasses out. Okay, I'll fix that once we get past the motorway, because obviously don't want to stop coming into the motorway. There's not even a proper hard shoulder here. Oh wow. Yeah. Whee. Okay, better slow down. Okay, go into the fast lane. That truck's crawling along. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm gonna check that because I'll show you guys what I've done. Yeah, I need to see.
Flipping hell. Is he for real?
That's okay. The physics on this are definitely something. That's. I thought the bus would fall over for a second. Wow, this thing. Yeah, that was exhilarating in a way.
The fun part here or something, dude? Man, that's wild.
Oh, okay, so it's basically a return X12. Okay, so let me fix that then. Yeah, so let's pull over here. We're basically stopped. So let's take a look at display capture. Yes, Express. But see, it says, yeah. So what is X12? Park and Ride Harbor. Yeah, because this is what I chose. I basically chose the X12. So I presume they're pretty much the same. Oh, okay, so the X36 is the longer one, is it? Ah, I see. Okay, so actually doing the X36 then. Oops, so let's change that. X36. Thanks for that. So that makes sense. So we're actually doing the X36. Ta-da! Okay. Thanks for Jay for saving the day. Nice rhyme there. So yeah, folks, actually in the X36. So basically, yeah, the X12 is just I don't really get the point of having a short. Yeah, because usually if they're basically the same new variant, it's just call them like the X12 Pro to the X36. Doesn't seem to make much sense to call it like, you know, X12 and X36 when literally one has 2 stops extra. But anyway. So thanks for that, Jay. You've saved the day. So yeah, folks, on the X36, so yeah, this is basically just the 12 and the X25 amalgamated. Yeah, so these route hours won't be of much help. Then I wonder why, because I saw M85 got a video out of this. I was intending to do this soon, but yeah, he did the X12, so we'll make this more sense just in the X36 because it shows the X12 and more. Yeah, our streams are really dying these days, aren't they? Yeah, this is what happens when one lets the YouTube's side of things slack quite a bit, so yeah. I'm not sure then if we'll be able to go in and back up, because yeah, I will be fairly busy until the end of May as well, yeah, so it's post lockdown, you know. This is when it's lockdown there's lots of time, but now post lockdown there isn't, and yeah, there's the issue. Anyway, how is everyone on this fine day? I'm gonna remove these stops, these waypoints, because actually no, keep them because they might tell us, you know. Yeah, the way to do.
Oh yeah. Hello, mate.
Alex 7, good evening. How are you? Good to see you here. Hope all is well. Hello. But yeah, these express lines, they're nice because it's an interesting, you know, it's an interesting twist because, you know, usually if you do a mod extension, people do like full routes, but why they've done express lines, I don't know, but I like express lines, so, you know, fair play to them for doing express lines, although so far we've been stopping at every stop. But yeah, hey, that's how the express lines actually work in them. They have like just one section which is express, everywhere else is just normal. So it's basically just, you know, bypasses a few parts, but yeah, it's sort of complex. So, someone's getting off. There's so much for the express. I wonder if there's an extra fare on the express here. They wouldn't be making their money's worth, would they now? So, Runbuses 42, hello, how are you? Good to see you here. Hope all is well. There's also actually a brand new DLC that's coming out from Omsi tomorrow. It's the Hamburg Line 20, and it's going to be e-scooters. And I emailed yesterday Aerosoft like 10 o'clock at night asking for a press copy. We didn't get back to me, so hopefully the email didn't get lost, because usually what I do is I write it out and then I send it early in the morning. But I was like, you know what, I'll chance my arms this time. So yeah, well, who knows. It's going to be 15 euro apparently, but yeah, looks good, but you know, I probably wouldn't get it if they don't give me a key. Just because I'd rather get the Happen City when it goes on sale next time, hopefully for cheap enough, and then we can get the bikes in London 24 project. But yeah, Darius Brother does make good add-ons, so this line 20 should be good. That's going to be the line 10 though, because that's what it seemed to be in the oh, did I miss a stop? Oops. In the whatchamacallit. That's what it seemed to be in the Folks, I've gone blank here. Oh yeah, in the Steam database. Okay, anyway. Alex7. I don't know if that's you being quiet, you're sick, or the game. Oh, sorry, the game audio must be really loud. Yeah, let me fix that. Yeah, sorry. Is the game audio too loud? Yeah, actually, the issue is my game volume is at. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Let me fix that. Sorry, folks. Yeah, basically the reason is I'll show you now. My game volume is at 4. So, oops. Yeah, I'm literally speaking on the microphone. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. That makes sense. Yeah. Funny thing was, did I turn off display capture? No, I did not. Funny thing was, I was actually thinking of that I need to turn off the volume, but I didn't. But yeah, for flip's sake, so. But yeah, yeah. I hope that's better there, Alex7. London Bus is 42, them passengers are Karen's lol. Oh. That's such a like 2020 thing, you know. It's kind of strange because it was such a big thing and it just died out, but then you hear it at the odd time or so. But anyway, I will not comment. London Bus is 42. Don't judge people until you walk into their shoes. That is a very good point, indeed. Perspective is key, and I guess empathy. You know, that's why you always have this disconnect, especially with politicians, because they tend to be part of a class that doesn't have to really, they can't relate because they've never been in a situation where, let's say, majority of people are, and that's well, it's literally it's the world in a whole, you know. But yeah, words of wisdom right there from London Bus is 42. Ooh. Speaking of words of wisdom, not right. Okay, I need to also adjust here the steering on this epoxy bus. So basically, I'm gonna turn on this dynamic steering because there we go. That should fix it. Yeah, basically, the bus was too light without this. There we go. That's better. This is why I hate verifying the game files, because everything I've set just gets reset, and yeah, no. We'll be out of the glare soon because now we're heading, I presume, east. We're going to be heading, that would be east, so north, yeah. And so you get the least sunlight if in the northern hemisphere, usually. Alex7 LMAO, which now this thing's very stiff on this. What's wrong with you driving, I know. Nah, let them was 42, don't be like the passengers. Have they added a new AI to this? Taxi. I think you should be getting a taxi rather than driving the taxi with that driving. You'd love to see me drive a bus. Yeah, who knows, maybe one day. Crash into the bus rather than stopping at it, yeah. Let's not comment. Give me the benefit of the doubt, how about that? That's all I ask. Okay, yeah, now it's better. The game volume is still kind of loud, but I prefer that with them too, because when it's on one, it's sometimes a bit too low. And now the microphone's better. Oh, isn't it? Because like the game volume doesn't seem loud, but it actually is loud in the recording. So yeah, there you have it. Anyway, X36 to Totnes rail station. So one of the X25 is still in this. Actually. What is going on here? Oi, oi, oi! What is going on? Yeah, I think those are the bugged traffic lights. Wasn't there a bug there? But yeah, we ain't stopping. It's green. If I see green, that's it. It's Unica's problem. If the traffic lights are broken, that's the council's problem. Yeah, you see how stiff the steering is here on this? I really need to set up the wheel at some point. You mean the passengers? Oh yeah, yeah, imagine. Oh, you meant crashing the passengers rather than stopping on. Oh, okay, that's a bit harsh. Bit too extreme, don't we think? Okay, let's try not miss this light. So I think now this is the crescent, isn't it? Or it's not. So I think now what we do is follow the 122 because that goes to the crescent. 12 doesn't. So I think they've just merged them. That makes the 12 redundant then, doesn't it? Because this is essentially okay part this part, but you know, you're not going to be getting the 12 specifically for that part. And Express always seems better, unless it's more expensive, unless you're cheap to pay now. Well, you know, unless you prefer good value, I guess. Well, what's funny? What does the horn? It sound like an NRM horn. Doesn't really, that does it? But you know, horns generally sound the same, I guess. Ryan, yeah, it's weird when they always have different horn sounds. Like, why not just do it like uniform? Ryan Woodall, oh yeah, the same. Hi, hello, how are you? Good to see you. London Bus 42, saying hello to Ryan, I presume. So I presume we first go around here this way, and then we, yeah. So we don't stop there because that's the terminus. Oh, is that where we'll be? They have like the whole like shop thingy? Cool.
Do you know
Oh my
how to
God.
drive properly?
Oh my god, it's a roundabout. You have an issue with the roundabout, go complain to the council. I didn't design this, I just drive here. I wonder can you enter there, I presume we can. Okay, and there's the X36. And now essentially it's just an X35. Okay, let me just get a shoe while the buses are loading up.
Hello, lad.
There's nothing in that pocket. Sorry, I shouldn't have muted the microphone. Okay, anyway. Let's get out of here. So yeah, I think basically, because there's no entry sign there. Oh, but that's for okay. Never mind. See, that confused me because I thought it's like no entry into there, but obviously it's a roundabout, so they only go in one way. You don't have two-sided roundabouts. That'd be a mess. One buses. Oh flip! Sorry, I was looking there. See, I was looking at the chat there, and okay, I'm just gonna drive in front of here because I was looking at the chat when I should have been looking at stopping the bus in time. Where am I? Oh, what happened there? Do you see that? I just sunk. Oh yeah, the speed bump clearly is something wrong with the mesh there. Where am I? Sorry. So NRM, no, London Bus is 42. I was gonna say NRM fan. Don't ask. Your local 2 NRM routes. NRM's there. 176. 176 the Penge, isn't it? Okay, so you must be near the what's that area called where the King's Hospital is, isn't it? Sorry, should be saying that. I take the back. Ryan, you got the map, but the whole map won't load. Make sure you have the 4GB patch and you've installed like the fixes for the map. FCP, hello, how do you get this route and where does it go from? So this route is on the web disk. It was actually in the description of yesterday's Omsi 2 news. It's basically just the 12 and the X35 combined. I don't think there's any express section for the X12, probably there's an express section for the X36. Mad Max Aviation, is this in beta? No, this is out, this is on web disk. The link was in the Omsi 2 news if any of you guys watched that. Our weekly Omsi 2 news, so do subscribe for that. But yeah, it's available for download on web disk, and there's also this for oh shoot, we stop here? I think we do. I think I saw it on the timetable. Oh, I don't have a timetable anymore. Okay, anyway. But yeah, basically they also have this for Stratshire and for Gainsborough. But yeah, some of those maps don't really work well for express routes. Like actually Stratshire might do. Well, actually they have the X49 because Stratshire is a very compact map and Gainsborough is kind of the same. And obviously if you're an express route you kind of need a less compact map where there's more trash potential, you know. Because obviously if it's a compact map it doesn't really make much sense to skip a few stops, you're not going to save that much time. Whereas if it's like a motorway, obviously stopping when you're at speed adds up. London Buses 42, I dare you to name any of the longest bus routes in London that you can drive, and Omsi air routes are included. Why are air routes included though? Because like the longest air routes you can drive are like the 176 I guess, but the longest routes you can drive in Omsi 2 would be the 3 for London, or the 159. Yeah, near Camberwell, yeah, Cudio. See, I started to know London very well just from Addon, London, so yeah, I'm gonna go there and I think I'm going, well, it's May. I'm not going to be there for long, but you know, be interesting to compare. But yeah, Battersea Bridge is also the 24. The bridge that takes the Battersea Depot is not the Battersea Bridge. I presume that's the next one up because there's the AR route that terminates there. I think it's the I don't know. I recorded a few AR routes on Monday instead. Yeah, I got the recordings out. So yeah, I'm trying to get like 3 AR route videos out a week. Not as popular as I hoped they'd be, but yeah, the first one was, and then kind of slowed down. Well, it wasn't as popular as I hoped to be, but you know, it was rather popular compared to average. I'm stopping here just because it's a red light, so I presume wherever it's X35 stops. Oh, okay. They're getting on, yes they are. Oh, the 12. Oh, the 12 goes over to the hospital, I forgot about that. I was thinking 12 terminators. Yeah.
Good day, driver.
Ryan, bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I was thinking of actually doing boat routes at one point. But obviously not much point when one's just like the shorter version of the other. And like make a bit more sense, I guess, if like they skip some stuff.
This is just too much.
Are they joking? It's like collisions are off.
The carriage vehicle.
Are they on something? I think they are. I don't know what that was about. Alex7, you're a bit disappointed Alcala will be payware. You blame Master Switch anytime someone partners it becomes payware. Yeah, I wonder who pushed for the partnership. Was it Master Switch or was it Alcala? Look, you know, generally, like, I can see both perspectives. Like, obviously, it's a bit annoying when someone's meant to be freeware and then ends up paying payware, and then especially, you know, like I wouldn't personally, especially at this stage in Omsi, I wouldn't personally like buy stuff from Omsi 2 necessarily unless it's on sale, just because it's kind of aging. But you know, at the same time, I see from the developer's perspective that obviously it's a lot of work put into it. So I don't know what that truck's doing, goes in the wall. So obviously they need some sort of return for it. But the thing is, then also I see they're doing an Evora. Master Switch is doing an Evora. But like, see, that means probably the Gemini 2 will never get made, because if they're doing some sort of Evora pack, then obviously that's next in line, along with the whatever is left with the Veeling. So
Where the hell did you live?
yeah, but you know, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Like, okay, I don't think we'll stop here. But yeah, I can see why it is a bit annoying. I think one thing is it's gonna take a while, probably like a year or something to get that. But you still get the free version. You'll still get the the demo for free. So you know, but I have a bit of an issue with like fictional maps being made payware, because I think if something has to be payware, it has to be like a real map just for the realism. Because I think if it's fictional, you know, obviously I don't want to say fictional maps are easier to make, but they are easier to make than a real map, just because a real map obviously requires an extra bit of more detail. And it makes sense to pay for a real map because yeah, you experience it. Whereas a fictional map, you know, it's kind of hard for a fictional map to stand out. That being said, it does seem to have nice spots like the airport and all that. But you know, I see the UK community where it's going is, yeah, it seems to be going to the case where yeah, I basically payware stuff, Master Switch Studios, and fictional maps. But I think you know, because for instance, say something like the London 24 project is in some respects harder to do, because obviously that requires more attention to detail, and that is a paper quality map. Like, some people feel that it's better than Addon London, like, and I have to say, obviously it's hard, you can't compare both because one takes on much more than you can chew, but there is that. But anyway, look, we'll digress from that point. Ben, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Sam Fisher, hey, long time no see. Yes, indeed, it has been a long time indeed, Sam. How are you? Hope all is well. This thing is counterintuitive. Because obviously, because it's in the inside, you're going around the opposite way. London bus is 42358 longest single deck route. Is it? Oh, I never knew that. Yeah, 358. That's near Crystal Palace, was it? If I remember correctly. 358 in the shorter form, yeah. It'd be nice to get some of the local routes in London. I guess we have them to some extent in Addon, London, but we have the 201, but it's not the full 201, so it's technically not really the same. But yeah, back to the UK community. It seems basically split into essentially have Studio Polygon seems to be just a two-man team to be. Well, I think we have like a few other people, basically 2 core people on it, and they seem to do their own thing. Master just seems to be obviously trying to engulf as much as they can, and then you obviously have the people like Reese who just do the London maps. But I don't know. It's interesting to know what share Master Switch takes in the whole thing. But apparently there'll be 3 buses with it, but yeah. I guess the thing is because obviously they start planning to be free. I guess that was kind of the case in some senses, and then they make it payware. I guess it's better to say, okay, we either make it freeware and stick to fiction, or we're like, well, let's make a payware map, but let's make a real map. You know, that's my personal opinion anyway. But yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing. Like, there's so many, like, the UK community is not getting really active in Omsi 2, but I have a feeling Omsi 2 is something that's I don't know how much it's gonna live on to the long term, but definitely popular. But things it's a bit like FSX. Like FSX was popular all the way up until like MFS 2020 came out, but it definitely narrowed down as time went on. I don't know necessarily how much longer Omsi 2 can, you know, continue, because the other thing is I'm not sure how many new players that Omsi 2 is getting again. I think it's one of those things where yes, you have a strong community, but I'd say definitely the rate at which you're getting new players is declining. Unless new players are potentially increasing. Not to be pessimistic or anything, it's just that
Like this in a public carriage vehicle. I'm
there
going
are
to be
collisions on.
complaining about
Yeah,
this
it's
experience.
you usually don't get that sort of thing when you have collisions off, but anyway. Oh, it's a green light. Okay, let's go. 5 second rule. Remember that, JK. So yeah. Stuck at traffic lights, lovely. Also, it's actually nice with the 24 project, they also have the van that stops by. It's pretty cool. It just pulls over. I was like, why is this bus waiting there? It's because the van pulls over. I've seen one of the AI videos. I was going to put it in the description, but I forgot. I haven't got to it yet. Okay, oh sorry folks, there's so many trucks here in Westcountry. Oh, it's because it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, in the morning. Getting out of the town before the rush hour starts. But yeah, this is a bit annoying. It's like being in Euro Truck Simulator 2, isn't it? Behind the convoy. Back in the bus, you know, but you know you want bus simulator rather. I'm not sure if you want Omsi 2, but yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because some people were saying bus simulator 21 would take over Omsi 2. I think like Inside A Gamer was saying that, but yeah, obviously that never happened. I never believed it would. But yeah, because that's been out a while now, but doesn't seem to have really penetrated much into the Omsi 2 community. In fact, a lot of people have tried it when Omsi 2 seem to just forgotten about it. I would kind of be the same. I see they released like a new Addon recently of some sort of Avaco bus. Oh shoot! Yeah, I thought like, oh, this could squeeze in there, but no. There's a reason that side was empty. Yeah, let's show them off here. Wow, one person, everyone's left. Okay. I take it people don't like my take on Omsi 2. It's like a chain reaction. One person leaves and everyone leaves. Hey, more incentive to trash, and literally everyone leaves at the best part. How could they do this to me? Okay, yeah, 2 people back, so 3 people, yes. So yeah, trash. So basically the X36, so yeah, you have the X12, I really do, not sure what it's called, I mean I guess I know it's called the X36 because it's 35, but yeah, I don't know. Not really sure what's the point of having one that goes to Min and one that goes to Totnes, like, just not like all of them go to Totnes, you know, station. Careful. Yeah, this is like a real old banger, you know, banger of a bus. Interior is actually quite nice in this. This part, I always forget, like, I remember this part now, but like, the first time, like, when I drove through here recently, I was like, oh wow, I don't remember this part of the map. This used to be in Westcountry version 2.9 as well. Let's take away the wall, but in version 3 they added this wall. I mean, it's a good part for trash because you're getting speed along one of those UTs there in the Borough 400s. Was that X36? I think that was an X36. So yeah, gone are the days of the X35. One thing to bear in mind about this is it does override your Westcountry version 3, so if you don't have like 2 separate, you need to back it up. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it like a new map, which would be in some ways better, I think. Just because that way you could have, you know, you can have just 2 separate maps, you know. Always this time, like the original. Yeah, these trucks, or lorries, trucks, yeah. Lorries is more of an American thing, isn't it? Trucks, no. What they call them, like, what, LGB, no, HGB? One of those lines of us. I think in real life it's I'll slow down. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. See, with the 400 you could easily overtake there, it's just because it's so fast, but here. Yeah, it's not very quick off the bat, is it, this bus? Now, we'll need to make sure that we end up at the right terminus, i.e. the station, and not, because usually end up with Totnes High Street. Not Totnes High Street, the turning circle. Yeah, we're uphill. It's an uphill struggle, folks, with this bus. Lol, JK. This map was also meant to be powered at some point, so I'm not sure what's happening there. Yeah, it's been over a year since it's released, so who knows. One thing for this to take too long, because obviously the scene is not easier, but when it's more countryside stuff, it is slightly easier, I think. Wow, that truck's getting very ahead. No, we need to catch up. So imagine if we'd overtaken it, they would not be happy. You know, when you get into those overtaking wars, not really something that happens a lot in the UK, but happens a lot, I guess, in some parts where road rage is present. We won't name any places in particular. Yeah. As for flip's sake, speaking of the devils. Nope. Oh no, they'd be good flying there, but you know, it's their fault, you know. Learn to look. There's a reason there's a yield sign. And there's just some ladies standing there as you do. Like just in the middle of the car park. Where cars exit. It's actually funny how we're like getting closer, even though we're not accelerating. No one's getting off, really. See, this is a good trash spot though. Well, yeah, come on, you should be in a hurry, you're a truck driver, you have like a quick schedule. Crawling along. Yeah, obeying the speed limits, I guess. Make of that what you will. Is it good, is it bad? Is there a rant to be had? Yeah, you never see me trying this, well, not well, but you know, I guess, in line with the rules of the road in Omsi 2. Oh yeah, there's a shelter and someone's so should you never see that, like, the driveway, like, oh, they got a ramp for the driveway. So excessive. It's a bit bourgeois, isn't it?
Hi.
Okay, thankfully that truck's turning out of our way. Yeah, remember the days when we used to have a live active chat, but yeah, I don't know. It's not the same, is it? Yeah, I have a feeling like they're turning in from Ireland, but no, they're just going straight. There we go, yeah. See, I had the feeling that truck would get stuck there. That It's like a but it's a
Migrant could drive fast.
That building is from Spandau. It's where was it? Because I think it's along the 5. It actually might be along the 92. I think it's where the near Ruben, near the turn. The 5 is, yeah, I think. Maybe there. Really, a red light? Really, really? Come on, what is this? Like, seriously?
Dear me, this is...
Yep. Optare. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't be kind of complaining about the red light. Oh look, that's nice hills there. You just need to make it a bit longer so yeah, you don't see the blank spot there. But anyway. Anyone getting on? Nope, happy days. Just want to sit there for a second. I think the stairs get illusion. CL Games, a monstrous. Okay, I don't speak. I think that's. Is that it Portuguese or is it Italian? But no, I don't speak that language, I'm afraid, and I can't really go into Google Translate, so. No one say that's Spanish, I know, but yeah, I don't know. I was looking at this, it's like 20 minutes is way too, 40 minutes is too generous for this route, but yeah, I don't think we'll actually make it in 40 minutes. there's another X36. Must be fairly frequent. Maybe 20 minutes,
we at the
presumably.
fun park here or something, dude? Man, that's a wild drive.
And there's just a dead end, like what do you call it, the T-junction. Usually get a sign it's a T-junction. Well, I mean like a actual street sign. But what's this Muppet and Mini Cooper doing? Mini car for mini brain. Anyway. No disrespect intended. Okay. There you go. The X26 and 35 essentially bunched. What a practical bus service, you know? I was actually going to use the Enviro 200, but there will be no blinds for it, so, you know. When the LED version comes out. Yes, mad to think about like nearly 2 years later, like the main update for it will come out. I think it'll be a bit sooner, but yeah. I guess we'll have to do everything slow, not just the game development, everything. But hey, look, it is what it is. Coming soon, so yeah. Yeah, uphill. I don't wonder what's going to be there. It doesn't really seem like a place to get an. Well, you could potentially get an X route anywhere, but I guess because it's part of the city, boys, it's so uphill. Hey, listen, you don't want to get on, you don't want to get on. I ain't stopping like at the curb. You watch it with the Prius. Watch it. I see you. Don't think I'm not going to spot you. That mirror's big enough for me to see what you're up to. You think like there, for instance, would be a bit more like it. But yeah, so many houses. Yeah, it seems like because this feels like you're entering the center of the city, but kind of at the same time with those houses make kind of feel very suburban, like suburbs. Suburban is a very American word, isn't it? Like suburban, not very British. Premiere, is it? Oh. Yeah, that's like a. Okay, I was thinking it's like somewhere for printing, but it's one of those like discount stores probably. Oh wow, you can see they're getting red to orange with the brake lights on, but then. Ah, look, that's Totnes High Street, yeah. It's actually closer than I thought to this place, because this is the place I was thinking, it's like, oh yeah, we're not here yet. That place we just passed. Oh, it says it's coming soon. Dude, oh, there's someone getting off, that's right. Get off the blade and bus quicker than this. Yeah, out you go. Parents not already. Yeah, I think what was it? Like they said like for the male name for Karen's like Darren, what did they say? Someone said on TikTok, that was ages ago. Not the most intellectually stimulating app. But anyway. So this is basically the X12 terminates, and the X36 has an extra section because you know more is more. It says trailer stay. What about the station? Because I think some of the X35 terminate at the station, maybe. I don't know. I think actually potentially last time we did the X35 we went to terminate the station, we went to the estate, the trailer estate. I don't know. For sure though. Yeah, because like we stream every week, so like it is a while back, but at the same time it's not that long. Yeah, I guess time is relative. It's an illusion, as they say. I think the station is just there somewhere. Oh really? I see. Well, they can miss the train. That's their problem. Chicken. Oh, there's a Burger King. Yeah, they definitely have more variety than they have here. Yeah, as I say, Burger King is definitely better than McDonald's. Which is surprising because I think Burger King would be like, you know. The Whopper is actually, yeah, because like I know the Big Mac's like a big thing with McDonald's, but I'm not a fan of Big Mac. Whopper's quite good though. Yeah, 35 and then trailer state, okay. Cool, you can tell the station's this way because that's where the train's going. Very like 18th, 19th century, like these kind of metal rail bridges. During the, yeah, because the Industrial Revolution, they went crazy with the railways. Same in Ireland as well. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Ireland used to have one of the biggest railway networks in the world. I think at one point it had the biggest. It's strange, you think in Britain they'd have more, because obviously all of the investment in the Irish railways was in Britain. But there you have it. Always just the landmass, and you know, don't build it everywhere. But here we are. Yeah, most of the British railways were retained, were they? Oh, I think some parts were gone, because I know there's ones from the Tube that were there in the past, but I'm not there anymore. But folks, here we are. This is the terminus. This is the X36. Okay. Oh, oops. Speaking of this, we might have, yeah. Yep, there you go. Not good for the tires in real life, taking such sharp turns. It causes a lot of friction. Sam Fisher, external bus view. Yeah, I'll show it now once we turn around here. Yeah, because usually it's nice to stop just the turning circle. That's what they usually do, just so that way they avoid, like, you know, how sometimes you get passengers who are like try to get on the bus. But yeah, here you have this terminus is like this, you know, the layover is actually just after. You could let them off here, but they get off, who knows. Yeah, Totnes Station. It's strange it doesn't have the bus service. Like, yeah, that's the one thing. Like, it stops the main street at the station usually. Aye, Arriva Ashton, hello, how are you? Good to see you here. But yeah, there's the X36. And that, folks, is basically the extension. Yeah, I guess it's nice just to spice things up. It's fairly easy to install. It's a few kbytes, not even a megabyte. And yeah, it's on the web disk. I'm not sure why it's not on the file system. I think it's just because on the web disk it's much easier to get approved. But on the web disk, also things are lost a lot easier. But anyhow, folks, that is it for now. Until next time, bye for now.